So what advice would you give organizations who feel they don't have or don't know they have adequate cloud security protections in place?
The first thing that I would recommend for anyone doing that is to actually engage some professionals. We work in the security industry. We are one of the most open group of people to work with to try and help. I mean, I end up helping at a barbecue. I end up helping everywhere, just to give advice and be pragmatic about things, right? But my key advice would be to engage a partner exactly like Data3 who understands cloud and can provide some advice, even if that's just in the initial meetings. But aside from that, I know that there's some services that you guys can deliver to actually cover a lot of what clients require. But initially, I really feel like there's a consultancy piece that can be done there for clients to engage and get advice from an organization like Data3. And failing that, reach out to a vendor like Cisco and get us in to help. But I know, Richard, that at Data3 you have some of the world's leading sort of process to what you do. So I'd actually like to hear and have you share a little bit about what Data3 does if a customer comes to them with that question, like, we're going to cloud, what do we do?
You're absolutely right, and you mentioned really starting off with the consulting piece. We find oftentimes that customers don't necessarily understand what the process is going to look like. So I'll probably talk to the 4 pillars that we have in our security practice because I think it just really takes you through how we approach it. So we have advisory services, super important, helping customers understand what they need to comply to, how do they make sure they have the right strategies and policies in place. To make sure that they can take the next step. And for us, the next step is typically around assurance and really want to make sure that customers understand what they need to protect against. As you can imagine, when you move to cloud, the game changes a little bit. We talk about identity being the new perimeter, and there's just a whole lot of things that we've got to make sure we have in place to make sure we've got the right solutions. And that's really the third part of how we approach this, is from a solution perspective. We look at where are the gaps that we might have uncovered. How do we essentially plug those gaps to make sure that we've got the right controls in place. And so really by leading with advisory and then making sure we have the right solutions in place, we can work with a customer across that journey. And we do this all the time. It's something that we work a lot with Cisco, making sure that we've got the right solutions and services in place to really just connect with our customers.
And support them, right? And
100%.
that's the important bit, because they may not have the resource or skill to do that, and that's where your 4th pillar around managed services comes to play as well. And you've built some fantastic services around what we offer.
Absolutely nailed it, and it's a great segue. Thank you very much. We're just releasing 2 new solutions to the market. One focused on managed SD-WAN, because we know there's a lot of challenges customers have. They put these solutions in place, and then sometimes they don't have the capability to manage them on a regular basis, keep them up to scratch in terms of best practice, and then managed SASE. Right? And that's all about making sure that we keep the user protected, the information protected, regardless of where those individuals interact with the solutions. Advisory, assurance, solutions, and managed services is our approach.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. I mean, I always learn something new when I talk to you guys and find out a bit more around what Data3 is doing, and hearing actually you're a good interface for us as well to customers and what customers are asking for. And I'm kind of excited to see how we tackle things over the next year or 2, and hopefully we get to have another conversation like this soon.
Absolutely. We'll be going from strength to strength. Doug, thank you very much for your time. And if you'd like to learn more about what we've spoken about, please go to data3.com/Cisco Security. You'll see our solutions and services, and it's from there that you can access one of our Cisco security specialists. Thank you very much.